Okay, now how do I pin it again, Aim? Go up to the top corner.
You should have 3 little dots in the top corner of mom and dad.
I don't see 3 little dots. I see. I have like 9 dots, but I think that's the gallery view. You can't pin it on your side, can you?
I don't
record.
I don't think that.
Seems like last time I had it. No. Oh well.
It was computer versus.
It might have been because I was on the computer versus the iPad.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
okay. Well, we've already started the recording, so let's go ahead. I don't see another option anywhere. Last time I did see 3 little dots. It says recording, but it doesn't give me the option to pin it. Okay. All righty. Should we go back to your very beginnings and talk about your parents and your families? We didn't really start before you. We started with you when you were little. How about your parents? What do you remember about your parents growing up, or
do we want to have them saying like their parents' full names?
Or sure. I think we know the names, but Dad, let's start with you. Where was your dad born? Clair Melvin Erickson. Where was he born?
Bryant, South Dakota.
Bryant. And what do you think his growing up was like? Do you have a sense of, did he go to a little school, or did he have to travel for high school?
When he wasn't in school, he was working at the Ford agency. He was working for his dad.
Okay.
As a mechanic in the shop.
Was Grandpa a mechanic, or was his dad a mechanic?
Grandpa was, all of the boys in the family
were mechanics.
Were automotive mechanics.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
And they worked in his shop.
And was it Grandpa with one of the uncle, or your father with one of the uncles or something that owned the shop?
No, it was all owned by Grandpa George.
Grandpa George, okay.
And they all had to pitch in and
work on the cars.
Okay. How old do you think he was when he started that? Like 15 or 16?
Maybe. Yeah, but I would say about that.
Yeah.
Well, you were 16.
Huh?
You were 16 when you were out there.
Yeah, but like saying Grandpa
Erickson.
When they were working in the shop.
When he was growing up. Do you have an idea of what his school was like? Did he have a very small school in Bryant? Did he have to travel to go to high school somewhere else, or was there a high school in Bryant?
That I'm not sure. The high school was in Bryant. The high school area was in Bryant.
Okay. All the way through.
Yeah.
And then how about college for him? Where did he go for college?
South Dakota State.
And
in Brookings.
In Brookings?
Brookings.
And what was his major there? Was it engineering?
Electrical engineering.
Electrical engineering. And was there any other schooling once he finished college? He was done with school and he got the job at Lincoln Electric, or did he have other jobs before he got to Lincoln Electric?
Out of college, his only job he had
was
Lincoln Electric.
Wow, that's amazing.
And he was one of a group of college graduates that were the first college graduates that J.F. Lincoln hired.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cause I remember the story of they moved to Cleveland and all he had was a letter from Mr. Lincoln, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like drove across the country with his letter from Mr. Lincoln, right?
That-
And that's
that he had a job.
that he had a job and they drove. to
How did he
Cleveland.
even know about the job? Do you have any idea how he knew about the job?
Were they recruited? I wonder.
I don't know where he found out about the job.
Mm-hmm.
It- there were no jobs in South Dakota for electrical engineers.
Mm-hmm.
You had to know how to raise corn
Oh. Wow.
to exist in South Dakota.
So he had to leave. He pretty much knew when he got that degree that he was going to have to go elsewhere to use it.
There were no jobs in
No
South
jobs.
Dakota for
Mhm.
electrical.
I wonder if Mr. Lincoln recruited from the colleges that he knew had
Yeah.
degrees.
That
You
must
know,
have
did
been
they
what he
send
did.
somebody there
There,
and say,
say.
I'm starting this company, in Cleveland and I need electrical engineers. Where can I get them? I wonder
Yeah.
if they went to the colleges that had,
I'm
Degrees.
surprised they had it way out there for.
Yeah.
He had
Yeah.
more than electrical engineers.
yeah.
But my dad was a degreed electrical engineer. But I don't know if he ever worked as an electrical engineer.
Oh, really?
What did he do for them?
He was cost reduction,
Oh, okay.
and he was more of a industrial engineer.
Okay.
Looking
He
at how
was
they
one
could
of the
save
guys
money. Yeah.
that established a piecework system in Lincoln Electric. He was the first guy to establish that system, the piecework system. That was a big deal at Lincoln Electric, piecework. In other words, you get paid by
By
the
the
number
piece.
of pieces you made per hour.
What exactly did they do? What exactly did Lincoln Electric do?
They built arc welders,
Oh, okay.
arc welders.
I didn't realize that. We were talking about Lincoln Electric the other day, small world, all the way back to Mr. Lincoln. There was a cartoon in the New York Times, and it was signed by somebody Allenby. And Brian said, "Do we know this Allenby?" He had seen the cartoon. And it turns out our friends Bruce and Marcia Johnson, where the electric boat lives on the other side of the lake, Bruce's sister is married to Brad Allenby, who is the Lincoln professor of something at ASU, where Jenna went to school. And I said to Jeff, "Is that your Lincoln?" And he said, "Yes, this professorship at ASU was started by Katie Lincoln's grandfather. Katie is who Jeff works for at the Lincoln Institute. Katie Lincoln's grandfather was probably the guy that hired Grandpa, or that Grandpa worked with, one of the Lincolns."
Yeah.
One of
Small
the
world.
Lincolns?
Yeah. small
Yeah.
world.
So it was just that sort of a round circle story of someone named Allenby who is related to, who works at ASU, who is the Lincoln professor of economics or something like that. And that professorship was started by Mr. Lincoln. And Katie Lincoln is who Jeff works with, and Katie Lincoln is the granddaughter of Mr. Lincoln, who probably, Katie's probably my age, so her grandfather is the guy who hired my grandfather. So it's just a funny story that Jeff works for the woman
Now-
who's the granddaughter of Mr. Lincoln. So anyway, back to Grandpa.
Small world.
Did he do that cost reduction stuff his whole life? Was that
Yes.
his whole job
Yes,
for 40 years or whatever it was?
yep,
Yep.
that's what he did, that's what he did.
Okay.
In the time study, system and so forth. He worked through the whole manufacturing
Process.
process.
Mhm.
So
And
John
how
Epic,
many,
so John
Go ahead.
Epic must have done that too, because he was the one who,
He worked for Grandpa.
the man I bought my house from.
He
oh,
worked for-
really?
Yes, on Kenwood was
Oh,
John
I
Epic.
didn't know that. My
Yeah,
goodness.
and when we went to look at the house, there were pictures of Grandpa in the basement.
Oh, that's too funny. Wow, talk about a
'Cause it
small
was like
world.
John Epic's retirement or something, and Grandpa was
Wow.
there. And there were
Wow.
a picture board of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
because John Epic was like Grandpa's right-hand man, and that's who we bought our house from.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah, another small world.
yeah.
Really?
I was
Wow.
down there, he looked at it and he says,
That's my
my
father. That's right. in that picture.
That's so funny. How many kids did Grandpa have in his family?
Siblings, yeah.
Well, he had seven, including him, there were 7 siblings.
7 kids. Okay. Okay. And how about, we'll finish Grandpa first. What would you say is the one important thing that you would say is the most important thing you learned from Grandpa? Your father.
My father.
What do you think is the most important thing?
Well,
Good or bad?
good or
Work
bad.
ethic or, those kind of.
well, Dad worked. Dad worked at Lincoln too. You did, didn't you?
No,
No, he never did.
I went to the welding school.
He went to the Lincoln.
Okay.
Oh, to
okay.
the Lincoln Welding School? Okay.
I went to the Lincoln Welding School right out of high school.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Before college.
before college.
And Grandpa urged him to do that.
Yeah,
But then he wanted you to get your electrical,
yeah.
your engineering, right? Is that? So anything, yeah, good or bad, you learn the most important
The
thing from
welding
Grandpa?
school was under Vice President Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Davis was a good friend of Grandpa's,
Mm-hmm.
and I went because of Grandpa did so much for Lincoln Electric. Davis sent me to welding school free.
Oh,
Didn't cost a penny.
Was that like for the summer before you started college, or was it?
Yeah,
longer.
yeah.
So did you have any most important thing you would say you learned from Grandpa, or not necessarily one thing?
Most important thing,
Yeah.
Most important thing you would say that you learned from your father?
well,
Yes.
yeah, think of,
It
Well,
doesn't
look
have
at-
to be one thing. I just wondered if there was anything that stood out.
well, I think managing your money,
Okay.
I would say this is an important thing.
Not
How to do
spending-
that well.
How to do that well, and investing and things like
Yeah.
that, and
Well, Grandpa wasn't a big investor.
just as Lincoln stock.
Yeah.
Right? Which we
He-
still have, right?
He had a
So-
couple
Yeah.
other very small packages of
Investing.
investments. Stock.
But most of it was Lincoln,
Most of it was Lincoln.
Lincoln. But just,
Ended up being a pretty good investment.
so it was more managing your money, don't overspend, things like that, of
Living within your means.
within your means.
Yeah, living within your means. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Mom, let's go over to you. Let's give you a chance here. How about Grandpa Guffey. How many kids were in his family? Were there 10 kids in his family? How many?
My Grandpa Guffey, yeah, he had, I think it was 8.
8, okay.
I have a picture
Yeah, Grandpa and Aunt
of
Catherine.
the whole family.
Mm-hmm. I think I have a copy of that picture. And where did he grow up?
He grew up in Milton, Pennsylvania.
And what was his growing up like? Do you have any idea what his parents did or anything?
I've never met his parents. See, they were passed away when we would go down there, you know, they. had
Oh,
already
really? They weren't, when you went down there, his parents were not living?
Never lived, I never
Knew
Huh.
your
my,
grandparents on that
grandparents,
side.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you don't know what Grandpa's dad did for a living or anything? If he was a tradesperson, or what his business might have been?
No.
Maybe because they were passed.
Yeah, you just didn't ask.
Yeah.
Wow,
I
so
know.
you didn't have grandparents on either side because Grandma's parents weren't living.
Well, my grandpa worked in, what was it? He worked for the railroad, but he wasn't in the railroad, you know.
He just worked for them.
For the railroad?
Railroad,
Okay,
and that was very
Switchman or
close
something.
by.
Yeah.
okay. And do you have any idea what Grandpa Guffey's schooling was like? Did he go to 8th grade? Did he finish high school? Was it all right there in Milton?
He was in Pennsylvania, and he came to Cleveland,
Mm-hmm.
and he lived with Auntie.
That was-
Okay.
That was your dad.
Yeah,
That's-
that's what she's
that's-
asking about.
Yeah. We're talking
That's
about,
about-
we're talking about Grandpa Guffey.
Forgot.
Yeah. And,
So-
and then, when he came to Cleveland, he was only high school, not even high school, probably, the one before,
Junior high.
Junior high, wow.
He went to school,
Yeah.
and then he came to Auntie's, and they put him in school.
So he
Wow.
finished school in Cleveland.
East High School.
Okay.
Yeah, because grandma would talk about, there was a whole gang of kids and
Yeah.
they would walk to high school
Yeah.
and so. but
So
she
they
was
met in high
educated,
school?
You know,
What?
They
What?
met
Say-
in high school? Grandma and Grandpa met in high
Grandma-
school? Or
Grandpa,
No,
Grandma and Grandpa Guffey.
did they
met in-
meet?
wait a moment,
Sure.
got me mixed up.
Your mom went to high school in Akron.
Yes, she did. And then
Okay.
when she was older, she came up to Cleveland
Okay,
and was with Annie.
but I thought I remember her talking about there was a gang of kids and they would walk
Oh,
all
that's
together.
when
and-
they went over to church and they had a
Okay.
thing. They had like a,
A dance or.
no,
Oh.
it was just like a teen. It was a
Okay,
teen.
a
Everybody
teen
could
thing.
come and learn more about,
Like a
Yeah.
youth group?
Youth group.
yeah,
Yeah.
She went to Bechtel High School in Akron.
and yeah.
Bechtel?
Grandpa-
And that was one of the best high schools in the area.
Really?
Yeah, that was,
Yeah.
that was
And
a
that's
good
where.
school.
that's
Who
where,
was Grandma living with at that point?
One of the aunts or? one of
she
the-
was with,
Elba?
Leona?
Leona, yeah,
Okay.
that's in,
Was that?
near Bechtel
Okay.
High, Akron, Ohio.
Yeah. So
At one-
Grandpa
when-
came to live with Auntie when he was in about junior high, and he finished high school at East High School in Cleveland? Is that?
Grandpa?
When,
Grand-
when my mom's parents passed away,
Yeah,
all distributed to a grandma or an
Right.
aunt,
right.
you know, yeah, and mom was distributed to her grandma.
Okay, so she lived with her grandmother mostly, but by high school, she was with Aunt Leona?
She came up to Cleveland. She went to East High School also.
Oh, she did? So-
She was,
Yeah,
With
that's
Auntie.
where they met.
that's where they
Oh, it
met.
was. So what was Bechtel? what was Bechtel High School in Akron? Was that one that she went to
Darkton?
earlier?
Well, she went there just for school,
Okay,
Younger.
elementary and things.
okay.
Yeah.
But by high school, she had moved
And
up
then
to Cleveland.
Auntie wanted her to try to just come up that way and get a good education up in Cleveland.
So who was up in Cleveland, like Aunt Belva or Aunt Leona or?
No, my mom.
No, but who was she living with then in high school?
Auntie and uncle.
But
Even
that-
though that wasn't her family?
That was
That was your
dad.
dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Must
she
have
maybe
been-
went with Aunt Belva at that point.
Aunt
Bel-
Belva.
Aunt
Yeah.
Belva.
Bill. That's what she was over. That's why she could go to
Right.
school close by.
So
They
grandma
lived
and
over
grandpa
there.
then both ended up at East
East High.
East
High
High.
and then they met.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Did they
'cause I-
both finish high school?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They both
Yeah.
finished high school, but grandpa was 2 years older, right?
Grandpa was, I think he was 2 years old.
Because he was 1905, I think, and she was 1907.
Grandpa went into,
apprenticeship.
yeah, I'm trying to
For
remember.
the sheet metal?
It's, it's street metal worker.
The sheet metal.
Sheet metal.
Mhm.
Sheet metal worker.
So he did
Did-
that while grandma was finishing high school?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
He was
and
an
uncle got him that job.
Oh, uncle got him an
okay.
Uncle did.
apprenticeship.
apprenticeship, yeah.
Yeah, he was there and he thought dad ought to. go
Because
into
uncle
that.
also was a sheet metal worker,
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ed also sheet metal?
Yep.
Okay,
He got
I
his
didn't realize
graduate.
that.
He had to go through the union.
yeah. And do the apprenticeship and then
He
journeyman
do
and
the
all that
apprenticeship
stuff,
through the
right?
union.
And
Okay,
he was with
Always,
it
and
all his
then-
life.
yeah.
Yeah.
And did they get married then, when grandma finished high school?
She was 18.
She was 18, so she probably was young with her birthday being in December. She probably finished high school at 17, maybe even.
And got
She
married
may
at 18.
have.
I'm not sure what is. his
Yeah,
name?
but they got married after high school anyway.
Yeah.
And did grandpa stay in that same shop in that same union all his life, or did he move around?
He was in one at the beginning, but then he
Mhm.
went to another one.
Same union.
at the
Oh,
same-
okay,
Shop.
And he was the boss at that place.
okay. At the first one or the second one?
Second one.
At the second one, okay.
He was a shop foreman.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was very good at what he did.
Make anything out of sheet metal, right?
Yeah, right.
Including the little suitcase we still have our Christmas ornaments in with the slide-on box and the two little straps, you know? We still
Oh.
have that. and We keep our Christmas ornaments in it that grandpa made for you, Dad. And so he did sheet metal work his whole life. And
His whole life, yeah.
was he still working when he passed away? He was only like 62 when he passed away.
He got sick.
Mm-hmm.
To work and then.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never retired when he was healthy or anything, it was,
No.
he
No.
went from working to being
Yeah.
sick to passing away.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
he was so good to the kids.
To all your family. Yeah. Would you
Right.
say that's the most memorable thing about him is what a great dad he was?
And a great grandpa too, right? For all the
Yeah.
kids. He loved all the grandkids and.
It was clear how much he enjoyed being around children.
Yeah,
He loved all the babies.
Yeah.
that's like one of the few pictures I have is me on his lap.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah.
funny?
Because he
Yeah.
passed away when I was only like 2 or 3, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Let's go back. Would you say that was your biggest lesson from him, Mom, is being a good parent?
Oh, yes, absolutely. For 8 kids, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. let's go back to Grandma Erickson then, Dad.
Yeah,
How many in her family?
That was 10.
kids,
Yep.
that was-
10,
10 in her family? And that
Yes.
was
5 boys and 5 girls.
5 and 5 in Slayton, Minnesota.
Yep, that's where she was born and bred.
And any idea what her parents did or what her dad did for a living?
Tink the Tailor.
He was a tailor.
Taylor.
Tink the tailor.
Tink the Tailor.
Tink
yeah.
the tailor. That's great. He was always a tailor. Did he just learn that as a young man, you think? And that was his,
I would have to guess, yes, he learned that in
In Norway.
He was born here.
yeah.
The rest of the family were born in Norway.
Oh, all right. So was he the only one that was born in the States? Was he the baby?
As far as I know, he was the only one that was born in the States.
So he would have been the youngest.
Wow.
And that's why he refused to have anybody speak Norwegian in the house.
Wow.
He
That's
said,
amazing.
I was born in America. I'm an
Mhm.
American. In America, we speak English.
No Norwegian at home.
Norwegian, so
Nor-
nobody ever learned
nor-
Norwegian, huh?
And I asked my mom to teach me Norwegian. And she said, Grandpa forbid Norwegian to be spoken in the house.
Hmm.
And she said, I forgot all my Norwegian that I
Yeah.
knew when I was little.
Because it probably only would have been from her grandparents or something then, if the
Yeah.
dad would
And
have.
Yeah.
aunts and uncles.
Yeah,
They
Sure.
all they were all from Norway. They all spoke Norwegian.
to each other,
And
probably.
they would
Probably.
they'd write her a letter. It would be half in Norwegian and half in English.
Wow. Okay. Wow. How about Grandpa's family? Were they as recently from Norway or not? Was it another generation for Grandpa's family?
No.
I mean-
I knew of no Norwegian born in Norway in that family.
Okay. In Grandpa's family.
And Grandpa's family.
In Grandpa's family.
Like even his father, because you said his grandpa's father was born in the States as well?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Grandpa George was born. They were all
Mhm.
born
okay. So you got multiple generations on
Right.
the Erickson side.
and he had a brother. Grandpa George had a brother.
Mm-hmm.
Who was also a Ford carburetor in
Okay,
Sioux Falls. That's who I was. My middle name.
was Raymond,
Raymond.
he
That's
was
who I was
Raymond?
named after.
Okay,
That was
Grandpa George's
Yeah.
brother.
Grandpa George's brother. And he was my dad's favorite relative in the family.
Mm-hmm.
Liked Uncle Ray, huh?
Uncle Ray was his idol.
Okay, good.
And he had a beautiful dealership in
Sioux Falls.
Sioux Falls. And Grandpa George did not have
A beautiful one.
His was more of a mechanic shop.
his was, I think, more of a mechanic
More
Mhm.
repairs, sales,
Yeah, yeah.
you know?
of not only Ford vehicles, but tractors. And
Oh,
kinds of-
okay.
Mechanical equipment,
Farm
kind of.
equipment.
All of the farm equipment. He
Got
used He used to keep the farmers going. You know, if any of their equipment, he'd keep the farmers going for free.
Wow.
And later, when the crops
when the
came in,
crops come in.
when the crops came.
And when he died, Red Erickson, my dad, had to go around and collect this money
Wow.
that the farmers owed my grandpa.
Hmm.
most of the jobs he did for the farmers, he did it for nothing.
Wow.
Get paid later. Oh, you'll pay me later. when something-
Mhm. Well, that was what community was about back then.
Trucks come in, they pay them, and evidently
It worked, huh?
yeah. He never,
You wonder how many failed and they never got paid or something.
Right.
probably a lot.
Yeah.
Probably a
Yeah.
lot, right?
He
Just,
never
it
got
was the
paid.
depression at that point, right?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's the kind of a guy he was.
right.
He says, you gotta keep the farmers going.
Yeah,
And
Oh.
he had the resources to do that. He fix their tractors and whatever.
back to
And-
Tink the Tailor. Did Tink the Tailor ever make you anything?
No,
No?
No?
Was
Tink
he
never
more-
made you a suit or anything?
Did he make suits for the men
Oh,
and things
yeah.
in the town
He did
and,
suits. I mean, that, you know, that
okay,
would they would wear church and
yeah,
things like
probably
that.
everybody wore suits, you know,
Yeah,
to
and it
anything.
was
Mhm.
The guys.
Yeah.
I don't think any of the.
He
women-
didn't probably do women's
Mhm.
dresses, just
No.
not that I know
suits,
of.
just
No.
suits.
Yeah.
no.
And was grandma's school in Slayton, was that all the way through high school in Slayton?
Yes,
Okay,
yes. And then she went to, I forget what they call
it was like a common school or something, teachers college?
it. Yeah. And
Where was that in Minnesota?
you got me.
Okay.
I don't know where that.
Because I
was.
know she was away from home, because she would talk about you had to ship your clothes home to be laundered.
Well,
I think
the
you would
dad
ship them
was-
in a box,
Dad was.
but so was grandma. I remember
Yeah.
Grandma Erickson saying, talking about putting her clothes in a box and you had to ship them home and then
To
they
get
would
it laundered?
ship them back. Yes, I
Okay.
remember her talking about that, thinking,
And
wow.
I think she said that was only like a 2-year program, wasn't it? I mean, you could teach school
But about a 2-year program.
after
program.
2 years, which is pretty
Yeah.
amazing. Do
That
you have
was
any idea,
Elementary school.
elementary school? And do you
What
have
she
any
did-
idea how long she did that?
She taught elementary school.
Country elementary school.
Country, like a little 4 rooms, like a
Yeah.
little 2-room schoolhouse or something, and
Yeah,
I
in
was
Minnesota?
racking my brain trying to think of what they call that.
she brought, when she was in school, she was the teacher, and she brought, stew in a pot. And boiled
Oh,
Oh,
like
really? Wow.
lunch. It's like she was providing lunch to the kids and
That's what she said.
Wow.
they didn't eat, you know.
Well,
Wow.
Do you have any idea how long she did that?
How long did she teach?
Couple years?
Couple of years.
Couple
She
years?
got married. How old was she when she got married then? Do you remember?
She was, well, about 22.
22. Because
And
once
how
you
did
got
they,
married, I think you were done teaching, right?
Right.
Back then, when you got
She
married,
never
you were
taught
done.
again.
Yeah,
But she couldn't teach in Ohio.
no.
mm,
You already had Bob at that point, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
did you bring Bob in the car when they drove to Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
how did she meet Grandpa?
In South Dakota State.
Oh, did she go there?
Yeah, she went there.
Oh,
Okay.
she did. That's where her teacher's college was?
No, that was to get a bachelor's degree in teaching.
Oh, okay. So she went to the teacher's college first and then she went to South Dakota State?
Yes.
To get her to get a bachelor's.
Yeah, she was a working teacher
Oh, okay,
before she went to South Dakota State.
okay.
And it was in a small school, like, you know, it wasn't
It wasn't
a big,
Okay,
Okay, so she kind of got her teaching certificate, taught for a little while, and then went to South Dakota State to
Right.
get her bachelor's. And that's
Right.
where she met Grandpa.
right.
okay. And did she get her bachelor's? Did she finish her bachelor's degree before she
No.
got married? No?
No.
So she worked on it, but she didn't finish.
She
Okay,
didn't get it.
She didn't
okay.
finish.
She got
So
married. Is that-
She got married at 22 or so, and then they moved to Cleveland.
On New Year's Eve.
They got
Oh,
married on
right, right, right. Married on New Year's Eve. It probably, I'm trying to think, if you were born in 31, Bob was born in 27, is that right?
Yep.
What year did they get married? Do you remember?
Well, when they came to Cleveland.
Bob was
for
already,
Grandpa's work, they just, Bob was a little boy in the
He was just a
car.
baby, yeah.
They,
So
they,
they-
they drove to Cleveland in a Model T Ford.
Wow.
I'm trying to work it out. If grandma was, she was born in 1905,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Plus, if she got maybe married at 22, that's 1927, and that's
Yeah.
when Bob was. So
Mhm.
maybe she got married and she must have
Maybe
got
she got married at 21
at 21 and then had Bob when she was
Yeah, that
22.
could be.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then is that the year, did Grandpa and Grandma move to Cleveland in 28?
Yeah,
Was-
I think that's right.
1928. When Bob was just a couple
Like a year old?
year old. maybe.
Yeah, he was a baby. when they
Mhm.
drove.
Yeah. Okay. And I think, is that everything about Grandma that, I mean, I think we know the rest after they got to Cleveland. Was she mostly involved? Did they get involved in the Eastern Star and the Masonic clubs immediately, or was that something they did
That's
later?
Much later on,
Much
Later.
much
Okay.
later.
That was their social
Yeah.
outing.
Yep.
Was it just more church things and?
No, it was,
No, but I
they would
mean,
get together on.
He was very
Saturday.
active in the Lutheran Church.
Okay.
She was active in the Lutheran Church in earlier years.
Yeah.
Did she ever like volunteer at your schools, or I don't know if they
Not
had
that I
that kind
know
of
of.
parent,
She was
Mhm.
not big on
not a
that.
PTA kind of mom at the school or anything?
Mm-mm.
that-
I don't think she was.
Yeah.
I don't know if they
PTA.
did that back in the in the
I don't know either.
30s, to.
But you think the church was her major involvement, her major thing
Yeah.
that, yeah,
Yeah, she used to, they had bazaars at the.
yeah, yeah.
Is the
and
bizarre.
She used to make aprons.
Aprons. That was
Oh,
a big-
yeah, with the cross
Really
stitch on the
good.
front. Yeah.
And she made all kinds of aprons. We had-
Mm-hmm.
Her sewing machine was in our guest room.
Oh,
And
really?
she
Grandpa bought her a new sewing machine and she just went,
Zipping all.
yeah,
was a singer.
she had a fun. she
Did
had
you like
fun.
remember going to sleep with the sewing machine? Whirring away in the next room?
And
Yeah.
he made, I remember the bed in the guest room was covered with aprons.
Oh my goodness. That's funny.
She
Well, I
liked to s-
remember when she got her really good sewing machine.
To do it,
Yeah.
the
She
group
made
of
beautiful
women,
aprons.
Yeah,
yeah, the group of women just decided that they wanted to do some sewing.
sewing and.
Yeah.
And then they. Ours.
Did she ever sew clothes or anything for herself, or mostly
No,
just the
I
aprons?
can't
and
remember.
I don't think she ever did.
Sewed clothes for you guys, or it was more
No.
the apron sewing? Okay.
Mm-hmm. But
Just
she
all-
made all the crocheted blankets for all the grandchildren. Did she ever make crocheted things for the bazaars, or not that you remember?
Not that I
I
remember.
haven't.
It must have been later in life.
She learned later. to
Cause I remember we all got a blanket and.
Yeah.
pick
I
our
still have
color.
about 4 of them upstairs that she made. Well,
Well,
skipping over to,
Some of those Grandma Erickson made in South Dakota.
the quilts, that I have, Grandma Erickson made. Yes.
But the crocheted blankets were all
That was-
grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
Erickson.
Yeah, those quilts, I have a set of twin quilts, the green and orange ones that I think she made for your wedding. I think they're a wedding ring pattern, but they're mostly green on the lattice work and orange. And I think those were some that Grandma Erickson made for your wedding. So Grandma Guffey had 5 girls, right, in her family?
Your Grandma Guffey?
5 girls.
Yes,
And her dad, wasn't he like an engineer for the rubber company or something like that, or a chemist? Was he a chemist?
yes, he was. He was a chemist,
Your grandpa.
my grandpa. yeah.
Yes, for the rubber industry.
And that's
Yes.
probably why he got sick, is all the chemicals.
Yeah.
No OSHA back then to protect you from the.
And then they got, what is it?
TV. Yeah,
It was a
TV.
TV, and then the grandma got it, his wife
Okay.
got it, and they both died.
They both died.
Wow, they both got TB?
I thought, was
Yeah.
it TB or was it like
She
a
got
flu?
it from him.
She took care
Oh,
of
wow.
She took care
Okay.
of him.
It was
She
TB
wound
and
up
not a
with-
flu, or
No, it was
wasn't Spanish flu or one of those?
TV.
It was
I think.
TB, okay.
I think we found it. Grandma always said he got blood poisoning from getting his foot caught in an elevator door or something, but when you found it, when you were looking up all the ancestry, I think you found his obituary or something and it said that he died of TB.
Right,
Okay,
Of the lung,
And-
of the lungs.
and
Yeah.
she just
Yeah,
even got it too.
Got it too.
And died.
wow.
Kids all went up, they're all 5 girls went to somebody in the family.
because I think Grandma
Mhm.
was like 9 years old, wasn't she, when they both
Yeah,
died?
Yeah,
And she, you know.
She
but
was
they-
young.
Yeah.
By
she
the time her
was.
mother died, I
Yeah.
think she was only like
Yeah.
9.
I think she was like 5 when her dad died and 8 when her mom died or something like that. Do you have any idea whether her dad was college educated to be a chemist, or where he grew up or anything, that would he have had an education?
I think so. Grandma was always talking about her dad working. you
Yeah.
know, and
You
But
would have had to
we-
have
we
some
didn't-
kind of education to be a chemist, you know, to
Right.
understand.
Right.
There
Yeah,
were rubber companies in Akron.
yeah.
all the
It was,
whatever that
what
was,
is the big one?
Goodyear
Goodyear,
or
Goodyear.
Goodyear, okay.
And did her mom have any kind of schooling that you know of, or she just,
went to- Grandma?
no, Grandma's mother, did she have any kind of education beyond her high school or anything, or did she got married and had the 5 girls and?
She had a grandma who went through school. She was a nurse. and she
Oh,
took-
right. So her grandmother, was that her mother's mother?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Was a nurse, and you said she lived kind of almost on the next street or back to back or something from the street that Grandma lived on?
No, that was, Aunt Bilba lived in. right
Okay,
beyond- Yeah. But great grandma went to college.
And then
mm-hmm,
nursing
Mother.
school, yeah.
mm-hmm. So her parents died when she was young, and then she lived with, was it a whole series of people or mostly Aunt Belva and,
Well, yeah, there were all of the, it was all of the
Mhm.
relations to the girls.
mhm.
I think Grandma used to talk about whoever had a baby, she'd get shipped off to that family to help take care of the kids.
Oh, okay.
And they'd go to, and then, you know, those kids
Hmm.
would a little bit, and somebody else would have a baby, and then
Yeah.
she'd get shipped over to that relative to
Oh,
help take.
wow.
Aunt Belva was the best.
Yeah,
for her. She learned
because I thought
much more.
the younger girls went with her grandma. And then the older girls kind of got shifted around
Yeah.
between the relatives.
Yeah. Well,
Like
the
the
young
two-
ones had to be the babies.
Yeah,
and
if they
the
were just
small
tiny,
ones.
yeah.
Nobody else could take care of them.
Yeah, I think they were
Mhm.
grandma, and she said the older ones got shipped around to the aunts and
Right,
then
right.
aunts and
Where
uncles.
was Grandma in the birth order? Where was she? Was she in the middle? Was she one of the older ones?
She was, it was, Aunt Leona,
Mm-hmm,
and then, I think it was Mom,
mm-hmm,
and Aunt Mary was next.
yeah. And where was Birdie?
Birdie was.
Was
she
Birdie
was
the baby?
Birdie was the youngest.
Youngest, and then there
And
was
Birdie.
one, that for some reason wasn't, with him all the time.
Huh.
What was her
We'll have to
name?
look on the family tree or something and find out what the name of that fifth one was.
They didn't see that sister much.
Oh, no,
she was-
she moved, they
moved
moved
far
some
away.
far
Okay.
away.
Mhm,
Anyway, part of the family that,
mhm.
all of the kids, they moved further, so they didn't get to see
See
her.
the
maybe.
sister.
Okay. Oh, all right. They never lived with each other after that. The sisters didn't live together. Maybe the little ones did.
The little
with the
ones,
grandma.
I think,
The
did,
little
but
ones were together, yeah.
I think the
just
older
for
ones.
each other and for
Yeah.
the grandmother.
Mm-hmm. And did you say that Grandma and Grandpa met at youth group? Like, did Grandpa grow up in the church too, or did he meet Grandma at high school?
He in high school, and he would
And-
go over to the group with the teenagers, at church.
Okay, okay.
And then Grandpa didn't join the church until, oh my,
After they
Like-
got married.
no, well, they'd have to, yes, they'd have to, yeah, to get married.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't grow up in the church, just grandma grew up
Yeah,
in.
Grandma grew up.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
she lived in Aunt Belva, and Aunt Belva was here, and the church was just way down the street.
Down the street,
Yeah,
okay.
so that's how I got to be those two.
So did Aunt Belva grow up in the church? Do you know if Grandma's mother grew up in the church?
Her husband, it was Uncle Floyd, and
Mm-hmm.
he grew up in the church, and they married. So
Okay,
they were just.
That kind of started the,
And they lived
okay.
they got a house that was right behind ours,
mhm.
and.
I think Floyd was in the priesthood.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So did mostly Aunt Belva and Aunt Leona kind of raise Grandma the most of the time or not? Was,
When Mom came to Cleveland,
mm-hmm,
that's when she lived with Aunt Belva. She
mm-hmm,
lived with them.
I think when she was younger, she probably got,
And when she was a teenager, she was in Aunt Belva and Uncle Floyd were in
Two family.
a duplex
okay,
at first they were in an apartment,
in an apartment.
yeah. And that's where Mom got to go to school,
mm-hmm.
the East.
Did they have children of their own or not?
2 boys.
2 boys? Were they a
Two-
similar age or were they younger than Grandma?
They were younger because when they got older and got married, they would like to go to dances, and they would have Mom and Dad as their
Chaperones.
Oh, okay.
She
Probably
loved it, as it was, Mom loved it because
Yeah,
it was a
sure.
nice place to go, and
And it was much cooler to have your younger aunt and uncle go with you than it was to have your parents go.
yeah.
Anything else we want to know about Grandma? What would you
Wow.
say was your biggest lesson you learned from Grandma?
Oh, I learned many things.
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
Grandma. I really did. I mean,
Yeah.
that's, I like it.
Sure.
Did she teach you how to sew? Belva
And
taught.
Belva taught me to sew.
Belva.
In
Yeah.
Belva.
Yeah,
Okay.
Peggy and me to sew.
Yeah, because I don't remember Grandma Guffey sewing.
No, Grandma Guffey.
Yeah, like your mom.
Oh,
I don't
Your
remember.
mom. Yeah.
going too much or
Well, she was too busy.
too busy with 8 kids. and
Sure, right. She was too
She
busy
had her
ironing 20
for-
shirts a week.
With her mangle.
Yeah.
Right.
Her
Oh,
mangle.
that was such a help to her.
Oh, yeah,
You know.
because you used to have to iron the tablecloths and
Oh my
everything.
gosh. You had the mangle in the basement for a while.
She was so tickled to get that.
Yeah. So you would say you learned a lot from grandma just in general, how to do everything in a house and how to raise kids and all of that?
Well, I learned just how to do many things. Look,
Sure.
eat,
Yeah.
I'd come down, I could make pudding and things
Yeah.
like that.
Sure. Right.
But yeah, I learned a lot from mom.
Dad, what would you say was the biggest thing you learned from Grandma Erickson?
Oh, boy.
Not how to crochet
Relax
or how
on
to
the
make
couch
aprons.
after dinner.
I had a lot of time.
She taught me how to cook.
Yeah,
Good cook.
that's right. She certainly was a cook.
Yes,
And
good.
She was a master cook.
she really was.
I think she could make a gourmet meal out of a bag of garbage.
Yeah. Or at least out of a bunch of vegetables in the basement.
Vegetable.
I think she taught you to enjoy cooking, which is even more like
Yeah.
it's one thing to know how to cook, but I think she taught you how to enjoy, putting things
Oh, yeah.
together and putting spices in and all that.
We had the big garden.
Yes.
I was the one that did all the picking.
Oh, all right.
And I'd bring it in and then I'd keep on going.
Mhm.
Shopping
I would cook
and-
them.
Yeah.
I picked them and cooked them.
Did you help can things and stuff or not?
Not so much that.
Yeah.
No.
Dinner time.
Cooking the stuff out of the garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Well, you're fortunate your parents were engaged with both of you growing up. I think your families did a lot together and all of that.
Mother wasn't absent, right? To say, no, your dad was always there and your parents were
Yeah.
always.
My dad was so good with the kids.
Mhm.
And, he
Yeah.
built
Scouts, all the Boy
Boy
Scouts
Scouts,
things that
he
he
Right,
did.
right.
master.
Very involved with the boys. and-
Yeah. He
did a
built
lot.
that remember the little square pool in the backyard that had the little corner seats on it? And he had the pit for the boys to do their pole vaulting that he built that thing for
Right.
them to put the poles into and
Yeah. All with metal.
All with the metal.
Yep. It was all metal. Remember that little pavilion in the backyard that had the picnic table under it? And then there was that stone cooking, cooking
and-
oven thing out there with a grate on it that you could put a fire in for barbecues and a swing set out there and that huge willow tree in the middle of the yard.
Right.
That yard seemed so big when we were little. I bet if we went back and looked at it now,
Yard was really big.
it was deep.
Deep.
He put a swimming pool.
Yeah.
No, it was ice skate.
Oh.
He put the water in the backyard. And if
That's
kid-
the one in East Cleveland. The house in East Cleveland. Yeah,
That was
Was that on?
Oh, no,
that was the East Cleveland
Yeah,
house.
that
Yeah,
was
when
very
you
good.
were growing up.
Ready?
Yeah.
There were lots of kids around then.
Yeah, probably
you-
seemed like a big backyard in Richmond Road, but you'd go back going, oh, it's not that big.
No, I bet if I went back now, that willow tree out there just seems so huge. And there was a swing or a hammock. Was there a hammock in that tree or a swing? I just remember swinging in something under that tree.
I don't remember either.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just looking through some of the other questions. If you said, who did you think you had the closest bond with, Mom, you would probably say Peggy. of your siblings or your family, Peggy was your closest bond?
And after Peggy died, it was Marilyn.
Marilyn.
Yeah,
All the time.
Yeah.
yeah. And Dad, did you say that you ever had a very close bond with Bob, or you think there was too much of an age difference to really be super close?
Yeah,
Yeah,
You never went out with Bob.
no, I didn't have a close bond with Bob.
Bob was
Mhm.
enough. to have
yeah,
His own,
Yeah.
you know.
Sure.
Still down to Jackson and,
Oh, and
Yeah,
you know.
later on,
Sure.
they were living at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just-
later on, we'd go to Jackson all
Oh,
the time. I
yeah.
remember
Oh,
going to
yeah.
Jackson lots of
Mhm.
times. 4th of July or, visit with them down there.
Yeah.
Or you'd go down sometimes and do fishing or
He
something,
taught
didn't
me how to
you?
fish.
Yeah, he taught you how to fish.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
was a
he taught
big
me how to
fisherman.
fish. He was
Loved to fish.
a
Master
Fisherman.
yeah. He was the best fisherman I knew growing up.
wow.
Because I remember, didn't he have like a boat he could use on the river and another boat to use
Yes,
on the
he did.
lake,
He had-
he had 2 different boats
Yeah.
and.
He had a fishing box. It was probably 3 feet high.
with
Oh
all
my
the
goodness.
With all the
Wow.
birds.
lures
He
and
had
stuff.
everything
Ah.
that you would need.
He had the plastic worms that you use for bait.
Mm-hmm.
He had
Probably different
Probably.
lures.
6 or 7 different kinds of worms.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. What do you think got him so interested in fishing?
I don't know where he,
Because you guys didn't fish growing up, right?
no, my
No.
dad never took us.
Yeah, it's funny that he would have.
Grandpa George took us fishing out in South Dakota.
Maybe that's where he learned.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where he was.
He-
Unless he
he
had
liked it,
friends
yeah.
down in Jackson or something that were into fishing, so then
Yeah,
he
yeah.
started maybe.
He
Mm-hmm.
kind of got mad with him because he was always
Always.
willing, but he was always wishing, no. He was always getting the
Well.
whatever you call the end of fishing.
He had to quit the Jackson Bass Club. Because he was always winning their tournament.
Oh.
You could always catch the biggest fish. Yeah.
This Yankee.
Yeah, that's true.
and
Yankee
making-
from Ohio.
This Yankee is making us all look bad.
That's funny. That's
He had-
funny.
He had to quit the
Jackson,
Jackson Bass Club. 'Cause
because he was too good of a fisherman, huh? They got mad at him.
Nobody talked to him.
Too funny.
Yeah,
They were
that's-
serious about
that's
their
kinda
fish.
Too bad.
I know, it's
Yeah,
like, shouldn't it just be pleasurable and
Yeah,
something that you do
sure.
for fun?
He'd win all their tournaments.
Yeah.
That's funny. So as far as your closest friends, Dad, was it always Phil Henley and Bob Malloy for you? Were they your closest?
Bob Malloy for sure. Phil
Mhm.
later. But Phil and Boy Scouts.
Phil,
He-
Phil was from Boy Scouts.
Yeah,
Years.
He was, I got to know Phil through Boy Scouts.
how long did you do Boy Scouts?
Couple of years.
Yeah.
Was it like 6th, 7th grade, something like that?
Yeah. Not 7th grade.
Not 7th, 4th, 5th, and 6th, maybe.
Fourth, fifth,
Like elementary school.
Who do you
Yeah.
say would you say were your closest friends, Mom?
My closest what?
Friends.
Closest friends.
Okay, we had a big, I belonged to when I was in junior high school, I
Mhm.
belonged, the girls all belonged to, what can I? It was a club.
Mm-hmm.
What did you remember that?
Campfire Girls kind of club or?
No,
oh,
no,
well.
it wasn't.
It
Campfire.
wasn't your sorority.
Malachi.
It was called Malachi.
Oh,
And it was-
okay.
It was a social club.
Okay.
And,
Was it church run if it was called Malachi? Yeah,
it wasn't a church.
it wasn't a
No,
church.
okay.
Malachi
Okay.
was somebody in the church,
Yeah,
yeah, that
but
was
I
it.
didn't know
Right.
if that was church related.
but, and we had a really good time from, well, the end of elementary school all the way through junior high school with, we had parties. And
Mhm.
we'd have, sometimes we'd have people at our houses and
Mhm.
just came to our house because it was the biggest one.
Yeah. So between the Malachi Social Club and what was the name of your sorority? When you got
ET.
to
Yeah.
ETR. So would you
Yeah.
say most of your best friends were from
No.
Malachi Club and ETR?
Oh, my, I
Well,
had several. I
Because
can't-
you said
Yeah.
in your meeting you had, was it Carol White
Carol White, yeah.
was in your wedding, right?
She was in my wedding, but she wasn't in Malachi.
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah. She lived farther away, I think.
Yeah.
Mm.
who else was in
Mhm.
your, you had
Yeah,
Peggy and
and-
Carol
And
and
Marilyn.
Meryl,
my
just the
sister.
three, okay.
Mhm. Well, you said you had a great group of kids in the whole neighborhood and everybody would ride their bikes and sing while they were riding bikes. And it sounds like it was more of a pack of kids rather than one or two.
Oh, right. I mean, the girls, we played double dutch and
Jack.
Mhm. Mhm.
I would carry jacks all over.
All the time.
Yeah.
And we played, we would shove it, when we got tired of playing it, we would shove it underneath
Monopoly.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great.
back to it later.
Yeah. Yeah. So just a couple random questions. What do you think makes you feel most patriotic or not patriotic about where you live and where you grew up? Is there anything in particular that makes you feel good about being in the United States?
I just always thought I would be in the United States of America. I thought we were taught, that it was the best
Mm-hmm.
in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It was. I was always respectful of
Mm-hmm.
putting up the flag when had Flag Day and things.
Sure.
Probably knew a lot of people who went in the service and went to war and
Mm-hmm.
during all that,
Oh, wow.
the world wars
You have to
and
come-
Korea
Commend
and
them.
Our victory garden.
the Victory Garden.
Yeah.
A huge garden. And that was a victory garden. But it's
Mm-hmm.
called-
Patriotic.
yeah.
Part of the war effort to make
The
sure
war
people had
effort.
enough food when there wasn't enough food.
Right.
We sure didn't buy any produce.
Yeah, boy, I'll say. Anything else that has made you feel patriotic and grateful that you were in the United States all your life? Did you ever want to live anywhere else?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I always felt blessed that we were where we lived and where we, had fun, and it was,
Mhm.
it just always was.
Uh,
Probably good for today. or-
yeah, I think we covered all the way back to your roots,
Yeah.
all the way back to your roots. And
Is there?
I'll type this up. It's been really fun to be able to sit around the kitchen table and talk about all the way from
I-
your relatives all the way through your
Yeah.
raising your kids and the houses you had. And
Makes you think about it.
I
It's
was-
memories.
I was born in St. Luke's, Southville, and all you guys were too.
that's right. That's right. Were you born in St. Luke's, Amy?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, you
Yeah,
were? Okay.
Born in St. Luke's.
yeah.
Wow.
I was present for the birth.
That was the only one.
For
that did-
Amy, I know. I
They
know.
were starting to do that.
Yeah, you said I was
Yep.
the only that you saw take my first breath, that everybody else, you had to wait in
Yeah.
the waiting.
You-
They
Just
played
like
all-
all, yeah.
You
They would let
you
the
were this
father.
close to
Yeah.
me.
Yep.
Yeah,
They took the baby and laid it on
On
top of
Mom.
Mom. And
Right there.
Right.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that whole experience, Dad?
I never forgot it.
I
Yeah.
bet.
It was like it was happened yesterday.
Yeah.
50
I'm glad it didn't.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it didn't happen yesterday, right, Mom? You thought your
Wow.
knees were hurting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that it's really, I only saw Sadie being born, and that's the only, I mean, other than giving birth, that's the only time I watched a birth, which was really pretty incredible. You know, it's way different
Yeah.
watching it than it is doing it.
You've seen them born, that I can remember, you know.
Watching somebody else give birth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw her take her first breath,
Yeah.
and they had to spank her to get her to breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that,
You just started to breathe.
Yeah.
Oh,
luckily they
That's-
do,
Yeah.
luckily they do that.
Yeah.
You're worried then if they don't.
yeah.
All right, well, we
Well-
can look through
You
the
just
book
started
and
to
see.
breathe.
It's harder to breathe. Didn't have to give me the slap, huh?
She was advanced from the beginning. She didn't need any
Well, I don't-
lessons.
We'll have to look through the book and see if there's anything more. And
Okay, see if there's any other topics that we haven't really covered, and we can decide if we want to do it again, but I'll type these up and we'll have this recording. And we'll see if we want to do one more. We really, really appreciate you guys being willing to sit here for an hour and reminisce and
Yeah, to remember everything. And well, it was good.
Yeah.
I think questions that we wouldn't have thought of, you know, all the
Yeah,
different questions
for
to be
sure.
like, oh, we never heard that story, or we never knew about this,
But
you
you
know,
know, some of the stories.
but not all.
Not
Yeah,
all,
but not all.
okay.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm glad we did this. Like I
Yeah.
said, it was a,
Yeah, I came into the women's bathroom and I had my walker. And I went to turn it around, and when I turned it around, there was on the door.
There was a hook on the
there
back
was
of the
a
door.
oh, no. Oh, my
Yeah.
goodness.
A
And there,
clothes
The
hook.
clothes hook on the back.
Oh,
probably
my
for
gosh.
purse or
I
something,
guess
I
to hang
guess.
it there, but wow,
Ooh,
it
Wow, you got a good bruise.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's getting yellower now.
Yeah.
than it was.
Yeah, yeah.
It
Well, I
was-
didn't even notice it. It just looked like a
No.
shadow, so it doesn't show up on the camera. We'll have documentation of the coat hook between the eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Oh, good.
All right, well, thanks for
All
setting up.
right. Well, I'll turn off the recording, and we love you and thank you again for doing this.
Yep,
What?
he said, thank you for doing this. He said, we
Oh.
love you and thank you for
It
doing it.
was not fun to do.
Yeah.
Good.
It made us bring back a lot of memories.
Yeah, you think about
better
things
do
you
it
haven't.
now, because the chances of our recall being good enough later on,
Yeah.
slim.
Yep.
I'd say you're doing pretty well right now, and I think we got a lot covered. So we'll see if we have chance to do, maybe you'll look at the book and see if there's anything, any broad areas that we just sort of missed
Boy,
or.
A lot of it, that was great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I thought of one right now, just a very quick question. If you had to pick, and you could have a different answer for this, but if you each had to pick your favorite house that you had, what would you say was your favorite? Genesee, Maywood, Sandalwood, Pebblebrook,
It was sandalwood for me.
The sandalwood,
Sandalwood,
Love Sandalwood House.
definitely sandalwood.
Sandalwood. Isn't that
Oh,
funny?
I bet.
Why do you
Love
think it was
the
your
version.
favorite?
The big room,
The big room.
Yeah.
the big room that they had added on.
Yeah,
We made the house L-shaped.
Yeah,
yeah.
great for the family to all be
Oh,
together.
yeah.
Cause I remember moving there and say, do you miss Maywood? And everybody would be like, nope.
Nope.
Nope,
Not
we
an
don't
ounce.
miss Maywood. We
It-
love
You really did a
Sandalwood.
lot
It's
with
much
that
better
yard
place.
too. You did so much with that yard. You put all the bushes out front. You had that island in the back and the island on the side. You really worked hard on that yard.
Well, and I think you loved your porch in the back.
Oh, yeah.
Spent
Mhm,
hours on the porch in the back
Yeah.
reading.
Yeah,
sitting in the chairs, cause that was so nice. You'd eat dinner out there.
All covered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ate dinner.
Ate
out there
dinner
a
all
lot
the
of times.
time.
And we had
Mhm.
on that back porch.
Oh, yeah, all the parties that we had on the back.
Mhm. Yeah,
It
I
was-
remember when we had your anniversary, was it your 50th or 60th, when everybody was there and Karen
played
and
baseball.
Susan and Jane were there and we were all playing games out in the backyard. Was that your
Yeah.
50th?
50th.
Well, I
Yeah,
think it was 60th, because we had 60th in like in the Mayfield Village.
right, right. Yeah,
Was it
yeah,
60th
that
and
you did a
80th,
lot.
and 80th was over at Willoughby.
Yeah.
Was it the
Yeah.
Willoughby? 90th was back at the
Yep.
new community center. So
Yeah.
we've had parties.
Were you there 16 years in that house? 16 years?
And Sandalwood?
Yeah,
Moved to Sandalwood when Rachel was born.
Right.
It was
yeah,
like 92,
right,
93 maybe,
Yeah,
and they didn't move out till,
I think it was 16 years, and I think it was it 16 years there and 8 years at Pebblebrook?
I don't remember the years.
Yeah, I think you're
I think
right.
it was 8 years at Pebblebrook and then 4 at Breckenridge. Was it 4
Yeah.
at Breckenridge?
Six.
6 at Breckenridge.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. And how many at Maywood? 40?
oh.
1958,
We moved out,
About 35.
let's see.
35.
Well,
You moved in
got-
58.
when
I don't
we-
remember what year you moved to Sandalwood, do you?
92 or 93, because it was right
92.
after Rachel was born.
68,
Yeah.
78, 88. Yeah.
Rachel was a baby,
When
when you
we
moved.
into
when we moved.
Yeah,
because then, well,
to Pebblebrook.
so about
you-
35 years, probably 58 to
Sandalwood.
92. What year
close
was
to-
Rachel born?
Rachel was born in 92, and it was
Okay.
soon
When we
after,
retired.
that's when you retired, and then soon after
92
they moved
Right.
to to Sandalwood.
to
and
Sandalwood.
We moved to Sandalwood in 94 when Timmy was
Mhm.
born.
Okay,
Okay, so that was 34
I had-
years on Maywood. 58 to 92 would be
That was 30, yeah,
34
that was
years.
yeah,
yeah.
35
Yeah.
years.
Yep. Great. All right, we'll let you go.
All right,
Okay.
Okay, love you guys.
love you. Talk to you
All right.
later.
Bye-bye.
Stop the recording.
Boy, that